Regarding to the detail of the products, first thing will be the timber species you want to get. Normally in the world wooden floor industry, nowadays 80% of the floors are made by the oak. Due to its flexibility in color, stain, and treatment, you can also easily to get some popular species such as walnut, Burma teak, hickory, or even some exotic species from South America or Africa. Wherever you think is good, there will be two principles you need to follow. Firstly, you have to do more of the market research to get clear about what is the most popular sale and what is in your country or store want to display for your buyers. Then the most important thing is to make sure the species is stable in supply. Here we can give you some advice like oak, walnut, teak, ash, hickory, something. They're normally stable in supply. But some other species in Asia or Africa, they may disappear in several years. You never know. This is depending on the logging industry. Most of the Western countries are logging timbers legally and sustainable way. Secondly is the structure. Hardwood flooring are normally the most traditional one. You need to take care of the way of the installation and moisture barrier. But talking about engineered wood flooring, there have many different structures in the industry, such as 3-layer engineered wood flooring, multi-layer engineered wood flooring, and even vinyl structure timber veneers. For which structure is more stable, more suitable in the market, will related on your market position, budget cost, and climate locally. According to our experience, 3-layer engineered wood flooring will be more stable in cold, dry weather condition, while multiply is suitable for most of the climate conditions all over the world. But there are also different plywood systems such as eucalyptus, birch, poplar, and you need to check more details with your suppliers. Vinyl structures are good in moisture resistance, but it's normally very thin for the top layer. Otherwise, the floor will be easy to get some delamination, cracking issues, such as thicker timber is normally able to hold the plastic or PVC. You also need to check about the specification and style. This will rely on which size of your room and houses for your project or your target market. For example, we know that Asian countries mostly using narrow sizes such as 125, 150, while Western countries are most after 190, 220, or even wider floors. You can also discuss with the supplier about different ranges for your different market. Different size can make the floor into different way of installation, such as plank, herringbone, chevron, or tiles. Most of the supplier can do regular specification. They also have some professional factory can do super wide planks such as 4 meter to 5 meter or even bigger size. Then let's talk about the color and the surface. You may be able to find different colors, styles, treatment in the internet or on the trade show. But the most important above all is you need to talk with the supplier by the physical sample, because any color and style will be looking different by different screens. So it is not possible to describe the color dark or light, shining or dull, smooth or brushed only by the photo. That is not professional at all. You can ask the supplier to send you the colors you found from their website or from your competitors. Then you can discuss with them the details based on both of you have the same sample on your hand. It's important to check them about the treatment by UV lacquer, UV oil or hard wax oil, glossy level from extra matte, semi-matte, high gloss such as 10%, 20% or 30%. Surface treatment such as light brush, medium brush, hand scrap or just a smooth. The more detail the suppliers can offer you means they are more professional. If you are looking for some specific colors for your projects, you need to discuss with the supplier if they can make you some counter samples. Normally in China, most of the suppliers agree to do some counter samples, as long as you discuss with them about the details like scale of the job, specifications, but most of them will ask for the delivery cost by courier. If you are buying some special floors such as Vasel, PARQUET, geometry parquetry, you need to prepare more of the details to talk with them, because each piece of the sample will cost more than $100 or even more. Then the next step is to check about the milling profile. In this part, you need to talk with the supplier about tongue and groove or click system, size of the bevel, from square edge to full east bevel. You may need to talk with the new supplier to follow the profile from your old supplier. So again, communication based on the sample will be the most safe way. If we are looking for some special flaws such as parquet tiles, geometry parquetry, you need to discuss more detail with them. And we can introduce this in another topic. The next step could be the most important part, is the timber grading. This is also the difficult part. Most of the buyers get confused from the grading standard and stop buying in this step. In different parts of the world, people may describe the grading in different ways, such as in America, people are saying select natural character. In Europe, people is using rustic A, rustic B. In Asia, most of the suppliers are talking about AB, ABC, CD, or EF grading. It is not easy to tell you about everything in the grading rules in this topic, but we can tell you how to fix the grading with the supplier and never gets wrong. Firstly, check with the supplier about grading standard chart. Everyone in the wood business should have a detailed grading rules of their own product to describe how big is the knots, volume of the sapwood, how long is the crack, what is the percentage of the sapwood, etc. After checking the text version of the grading, then check with them if they have the photos for the raw and finished timber veneers, at least 8 to 10 pieces, to show you by the photo or better by the videos. Please be noted, the raw and finished veneers will be most clear one to show you the grading standard, as nothing can be hid with it. But with the stand finish or gray dark finish, some of the defects can be hidden by the coating. Also, the filler repair and the color style for the defects will be very important to discuss too. Lastly, to put grading rules on the pro forma invoice or contract will be very important and helpful to protect both of you to get mess with each other about the grading. Before you make the final purchase, also need to talk about the way of packing. Normally, for the first time purchase, you can ask the supplier about the packing detail, such as how much square meter or pieces per box, what is the overall size of the box. So you can use the information to get designers to get a packing design for you. Check about the container loading with the supplier. For example, how much in a 40-feet container, and maybe you want to mix different specifications or species items in each container. You can also ask them to check for you. Finally, you can ask the supplier to issue a pro forma invoice for you. But also the last thing is to get clear about the trading terms, such as FOB, CNF. Who will be in charge of the shipping cost? Normally, Chinese suppliers are more willing to offer FOB cost just to avoid the risk in the shipping. On the invoice, don't forget mentioning about delivery time, payment terms, or port of destination. Otherwise, they might have some misunderstanding and cause big troubles. Normally, if not a very difficult flaw or very busy factory, Chinese supplier can finish the products and ship to you from 45 to 60 days. And payment terms is normally 30% in advance and balance payment against a copy of bill of lading. That means you can pay the final payment when the container is on the sea. Now you can arrange your deposit to get a go. Make sure you check with the supplier, ask them to keep sending you update every week by photos, videos. Make sure your floors are under production without any delay. That's all for today's topic about how to buy wooden floor in China. Wish you a good luck and fun long-term partners. LORDPARQUET is professional in wood flooring business for 15 years. You are always welcome to check with us about any questions, purchase requirement. We are always ready to work with you guys.